There. Oh shit. You come here and hopefully remember to press the correct button. Should we go to that one? Is it working? Good evening, everybody. Evening, Simon. Good morning, Jen. Yes, I think it's still morning. Good evening, Andrew. Did I drop something on? Yes. Well, no, I didn't. Well, kind of. I was trying to put the phone into the holder, and I didn't put the phone in properly and pressed the thing to tighten it, and I missed the phone, and the phone dropped, and yeah, there you go. Yes, basically, yes, Jen. Right, if I need to brighten myself up. I'm a little bit dark today. What was I going to do? Right, that button. If we go to... No, that's the wrong way. About 33. That shouldn't about do. It sounded dramatic. Did pick up the sound, the swearing as well. Yes. Well, yeah. Okay. So that's ready to show. Why is it always trying to load images? Anyways. How is everybody? Sorry about the late start. I had 2 minutes to go, distracted by TikTok, and realised I hadn't made my cuppa yet. And you know me, I need my cup of tea before I start doing anything. So, hope you're well. Are you skiving at the moment, Jen? Oh, I know you're working from home, like, but are you distractingly working from afar? Oh no, that doesn't sound good, Andrew. Yay! Let's all work. That's working from home. That's a good thing. Right. Why? Oh, and I didn't start Twitch, did I? Right, I should be on Twitch now. I forgot to press the button. I'm wondering why why the numbers hadn't appeared. So how's everybody? Hope you're all good. I'm hoping stream's going to be a little bit busier this week, but no, probably won't be. We shall just have to see. Yes, Jen, sorry. I forgot to press the button to go live. on Twitch. We are live on TikTok as well, but zero surprise. Oh no, we do. Zero surprise. We have nobody there. Sorry. It's always the way. Actually, I could log in with my old account. We could do that. I'll go to whatever. Little car park order delivery. There's no. Oh Jesus, that's just what you don't want. I don't need to listen to myself. Okay, we are definitely live on TikTok now. Excuse me while I tap the screen a lot for a moment. I head down on Friday, Simon, which could be interesting with the amount of rain that's been down south and going to be down south. Have you seen that junction in Bedford? Wow, that's not going to be that's not going to be dry for a while. Yeah, heading south on Friday via the train, so that could be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's an issue. It did look a bit wet. Exactly. But yeah, I was looking because obviously when I go down on Friday for the opening or for the evening do. But I'm working on the Saturday. I'm doing some tuition for a group, and when I looked at the forecast, it's actually going to be a nice sunny day on Saturday, which is great. But I didn't get any takers for the Sunday, so I get to have a very relaxed, easy day on the Sunday, just to chill out and have a bit wander around Brighton proper. So looking forward to that, and then I'm back on Monday. The only problem was that, like the weekend just gone, the dog looked very ropey, so I was a bit worried. He had some bad guts, and then was very, very unsettled and not eating. And I was thinking, oh God, Monday morning's going to be a trip to the vets. What's he going to be like when I'm away? Is he going to be in a bad way when I'm away? I'm like all worried about that. And then we found out the dog along the road is in season. So that's why he's off his food and unsettled and... yeah, don't disturb my peace, Andrew. Well, you can if you want, but you know. I will charge you if you do come. Thanks, Rogan. To be honest, I'm doing it all from PC, so I haven't got a clue how it all... I don't think you can actually do that stuff when you're streaming from PC. But thanks for the offer. Because I'm not even logged in on my phone. So anyways, dealt with, Jen. Dealt with. And this is why I don't put TikTok on the screen with the other people. This is why on-screen chat is YouTube and Twitch only. So anyway, what's everybody else is up to this year then? To be honest, I was kind of I misread it to start with, Jen. So because on TikTok you do these battle things, and I thought that's what he's on about. And then I read it again, and I was like, yeah, you can piss off. So off he went. So yeah, all good. So I hope everybody's good. Anybody got anything else going on this week? I'm just stressing out because of the travel coming up. By the way, I did put a video on Patreon this afternoon. For those of you that on that, it's not exciting, Jen. It's anxiety-inducing horror that I have to travel this week. I'll be fine once I'm there. It's just like, oh no, I don't like traveling. Oh well, they still work anyway, Jen, since I reinstalled the computer. What was I going to say? Got distracted. What was I going to say? Forgotten. Yes, the Patreon. Yeah, put a video on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, member, whatever you want to call them, a patron on Patreon. Yeah, basically, it was just a very quick little thing that, because it's the opening night, I might try to do a very quick live stream, especially for Patreon people. However, I've never done a live stream on Patreon. I know that not many of you are actually on Patreon. So it might, if I don't know, I think you can do a live on there. If it doesn't quite work, I'll record something and put it out on, like, a little video on Patreon of a walkabout around the gallery. So you'll see that before anybody else does, before I do anything on TikTok or wherever. That's my intention. So if you want in on that first, join the Patreon if you're not already. So that's my plans on that. So hopefully I'll have a bit of time to get to do that and maybe to edit something together pretty quickly. But I'd imagine I'll have been drinking the Friday night, and I need to do, and obviously I'm working on the Saturday, so that doesn't leave us much time to do anything in the morning, and then I'll probably be working until about 4 o'clock, so it might be Saturday evening before I get anything done. How good my laptop is at editing video, I'm not sure, but we'll do it. We'll try. So that's my plan, to do something. Especially for you Patreon people, for being so generous. But yes, it will. I think the event starts at 7:30, so it could be any time. Obviously, it'll be Friday as well. It could be any time between like 7 and 10 o'clock my time. I don't know. Too much red wine and I might forget I was going to do it. So be careful on that. But then, in that case, then I'll do the I'll do a walkabout and then put that on Patreon first. So you do get to see some of it. I just hope I remember. I better not drink too much because I've got to work on the Saturday. So that's the other thing. Right. Anyways, enough of that twaddle. Images. So I did actually do some editing yesterday, and I did stream it on TikTok. And I did it like just had to like with the phone pointing at the screen. Oh, good to know, Andrew. Good to know. Does that record 2 files when you do that? But to be honest, DaVinci's feels a lot faster anyway. I I'll install it on the laptop and see how it runs. Because obviously it runs way better on the PC than what Thingy does. Nice. Didn't know that, Andrew. Thank you very much for that. I will try to remember to do such things. I will try to remember that. Right, okay, images. So, yeah, I like to say I did edit some images on TikTok yesterday. I got a screen. And it worked out quite well. Oh, so, you know, we got a handful of people watching. That was it as it came through. Right, to be honest, Andrew, I've never looked. I have never looked. Because I think what it exports, because I know DaVinci won't read when you do vertical. Well, it's not 4K vertical, it's like 3K vertical when you do that. So I don't know what the... Oh. Speaking of the Osmo Pocket, that was that trying to communicate with it. Trying to communicate with the computer. So I'll look into that there anyway. We'll give that a go. Right. So yes, I did edit some images yesterday. These ones of the church on Lindisfarne was one of them, and then I think I did. Oh, it was from a different day. I did them ones, didn't it? It was from that was from May. Was it March? I think it was this day. It was, and then I made. No, not that one. That's an old one. It wasn't that one either. How many bloody versions of it I've done? These ones. Ah, that's the one. So there wasn't, you know, I was clutching at straws by this stage. And to be honest, that looks a lot brighter than what I did yesterday. But anyways, right. So that's what I did yesterday. So I've been conscious that I haven't been doing much editing recently. Because like everything else, you have to practice your skills, and if you're not practicing your skills, you get worse. And I've been pretty down on my editing recently, so I decided I needed to do something that wasn't just on stream. So I'm thinking of looking at some of these, thinking of it. So probably that one. I don't know why this has got two versions. Anyway. What is that? 5. There's a... Now, how much is this? Zoomed in or zoomed out? 27 mil, 24 mil. Yeah, I think these can work. Right, so we're going to edit these because they kind of work. It is the part of the ruins at the Priory of Lindisfarne. Rip Jen. Right, so develop module, obviously. Oh, the other thing I discovered yesterday, everybody, you know, I've been complaining about how Photoshop's a bit laggy, and I thought it was because I'm not that big, Jen. They're like 2 stories. That's all. Well, you can see that's the height of a door. So like, first story, 2 stories. Yeah, how Photoshop's been a bit laggy, and I thought it was to do with streaming. Well, I wasn't streaming yesterday, and it was still laggy, so I don't know what it is. So I don't know what's causing that. Do we go vibrant? The others are quite washed out, so maybe we do. Bit of contrast. Yeah, we can go pretty light, I think. Would be good. Yeah, Photoshop definitely be in Photoshop. It is, it's 9. V annoying. Bright, dark, bright, dark. Yeah, well there. No, yeah, leave them two there. I think we don't need to be doing much there. Drop the clarity a bit, maybe. Alright, did I change the white balance there? I did change the auto, daylight, cloudy. Cloudy might be a bit too much at this stage. I might be wrong there. So yes, I don't know what we're going to do with Photoshop if it's going to be like that, but we will just make do. So just be warned that, I mean, it shouldn't really matter to you guys watching, but you might find me cursing at Photoshop for being less than brilliant. So this is the errant one that's zoomed in a little bit further than the others. Why did that revert back to its previous state? Okay, right, so that's pretty much the only edits that I'm bothered about making to these. So let's open these in Photoshop. Whilst it's doing that, switch back to me. Okay. Screen getting jerky. Whilst that's all going on. Love how quiet TikTok gets. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. People say they're playing around with the people are saying that they're changing the algorithm all the time, and I'm like, why don't they just push lives out faster and easier? Or even give us the correct category to what we should have. Efficiency of movement, Jen. Efficiency of movement. That's what it is. Yeah. I think some people say that if you're not live on the phone, then they'll not push it out. But then again, yesterday I was live on the phone, just pointing the phone at the screen to do the editing under the art category as well. The art category that is there when you're using the phone, but it's not there when you're using the PC, which is really annoying. So it just never sends these things out, and it's really frustrating. It is. I think it's just a crap thing that they do. So yeah, anyways, right, okay, we'll go back. We'll remember to switch back this time. And I have a feeling the colours are all a bit naff on here tonight. But I may be wrong. I think the greens might be a bit too green. You know me, I like them to be not green. Right, that's the one that's a bit incorrectly sized. Put that there, and then this one was a bit, the alignment was all a bit off. But that's fine, it gives us a bit of variance, which is fine. Macro with film, oh my word. Yeah, macro with film is just a different different level of punishment. That's savage. Okay, that'll probably about do. Right, if I go to soft light, I'm going to take a stamp layer of this. Like so, and then bring these back to multiply, and then we're probably going to take probably is cheaper to buy a lens. You're right there. Okay, so if I take that one off, I want this to be fairly soft. Not that soft though. It's just about taking away the layers that don't quite. This is probably the one. Take that layer away. Let's reduce it quite a lot anyway. 25%. Yeah, there's not a lot of change there, which is good. So I think that this one definitely needs calm down a lot. I'm not even sure if it needs that much. Does that need in any area? I don't think it does. I think we don't need that layer, I think. We're good without it. So it has, Andrew. So it has. When did that happen? Well, obviously since last week. Oh no, it was Twitch that's going to add some a gifting thing. I was going to say, did you see that? But YouTube will probably do it as well. Is YouTube going to do it as well? For like lives, they're going to add another button, another way of gifting, like TikTok gives gifts. I know Twitch are about to do it, but there are oh, it's gone for me, Jen. I can't Can I show you? Yes, I can. If I drag that over here, you will see that the red heart thing there, the heart is down on the bottom next to here. Yeah, so maybe it's an anti-US thing. We're obviously getting the new toys first. For a change. Okay, so right, I did save this overlay layer. So I'm just going to look at this. If it does anything, see, it's going to do things lighter. It does offer that a little bit light. I mean, obviously, I don't like the green. Obviously. But it is brightening the sky quite a bit nicer, which is good. Yeah, so does that mean you can do different reacts? I'm guessing it shows for you guys. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how anything works, really, when it comes to this stuff. The Photoshop is really laggy when you're turning on and off layers. It's just there's just that little pause. Don't like it. Don't like it. Right, okay, so if I do something, yeah, if I leave that up, but I want to change the color of them greens. So let's, no, didn't mean to move it. I need to plus it. So that's everything, like these dark greens right across to them. What? Then don't change the. Oh, I hate this. It's a bit of a dog's dinner way of doing it, but it's calmed it down a bit, I suppose. Yeah, it is probably better, so it's not like a yellowy effect. If I just drop the opacity a little bit, like that. I was just being quiet. Concentration, Jen. It doesn't happen a lot, but you know. Right, so if I then curves, I wish it would not bring these prompts up. It's bloody frustrating. I bring them up like that. And then I'm just going to reverse that. And then I'm just going to use the paintbrush. 55%. I've got white, yeah. And just paint that horrible green out. Which is still horrible, but hey ho. Good evening, Paul. How are you? One day I will shock you and I will make a monochrome image. I was even talking about it the other day. The same day, let's just have a scroll. Was it the same day? Or was it not the same day? It was. Oh no, it was the same day. I've been meaning to do an image like this, like a mock long exposure, but you'll see the moon is there. So I was going to do, like, strip out the sky, like fake a black sky with like moving clouds. Process this all in my old black and white way of working, and then leave the moon, or put a new moon up here that was like massive. I was thinking about doing something like that. Yeah, it might be just to use that shape. I might do that sometime. Probably not on stream because it'll take forever. What I'm envisaging, Paul, is if you go to my website, actually, let's all go to my website. Where is my, it's over there. Is it on there? Did I get rid of me Kelpie shots from here? I can't have done. Oh no, it's in the previous live one. Yeah, so if I come on, computer. No. Yeah, so what I'm envisaging, Paul, is like something like that. So like fake sky with a bit of fake cloud behind. Good evening, Alan. Sneaking in there on TikTok. So like a fake sky along the back of the castle, and then all the fancy old style black and white processing I used to do. That's kind of what I'm envisaging. So again, like this, just strip out the sky, fake it. That's my idea for that, for this shot. But obviously use one of my moon brushes that I found and then plash it over the top. I think it could look pretty cool. Right, anyways, back to the normal stuff. How are you doing, Alan, anyway? How are you? Hope you're well. Let's crop this out. I don't know, the edge there. Good. Have you been out? Have I been out? No, I haven't been out since I met Paul. Yeah, could well be, Andrew. Could well be. Okay, so if I go to, what I want to do is new layer, do my usual stuff. Let's drop this down to hue. Up to like 20% ish. It doesn't change it a lot, but just a little bit. Oh, I was going to say I saw a video of you. Of stuff that of you either walking around in the lakes or going somewhere. I can't remember. I did see a clip. So yeah, but I haven't any. Obviously, I'll do a bit of photography this weekend when I'm down there, which I am kind of looking forward to. But apart from it, there'll be people around. Don't like people. Morning, Nanda. Good evening, Peter. You're barely in the solar system. Are you still on holiday? You still is it your 42nd wedding anniversary or something, Peter? Congratulations, by the way. Yeah, but yeah, dealing with people next weekend. Oh, this weekend's gonna be don't like it. I've never done any tuition in like a really busy place, so That's going to be interesting. So, I don't know. Home but scatterbrained. I've got 3 for the Saturday, and I've got a day off on the Sunday. Yeah. So at least on the on the Sunday, I'll have plenty of chance to do, like, just have a wander around, get a proper exploring. That's if we get there, because all the bloody rain, all the tracks will be washed away from all the scare stories that are going on about. Right, so we've got that. Let's go to Analog FX Pro. So are you just home then, Peter? Or you been back a while? I hope you had a lovely time. Ooh. Ooh. Turned around upside down enough. Yeah, it doesn't work. Phooey. Thanks, mate. So do I. I just hope I get there in, like, without any issues. Hopefully nothing happens at home, which is always a worry. You know me, mate. Always like a good worry. Like I was saying earlier to everybody, the dog decided to be off his food and upset and bad guts at the weekend, and like not settling, not eating his food, behaving very weirdly, and I'm thinking, oh my god, what's going on with him? And then the dog along the road is in heat. That's what's the matter with him. So it's like, so once I found that out, I was like, I think, right, okay, I can calm down a little bit. Yeah, exactly, mate. I him and hate it. Like it's only him I'm it's only him I'm bothered about. Like I mean, I trust my sister to look after mother, but looking after the dog's a different prospect altogether. Yeah, I think he was just he was being not overly amorous, but the clue that gave it away was when he was being a certain way. Looking like the Great Fire of London. He was being a certain way with the cat, and then I'm like, there can't be another dog in heat in the village because I'm thinking, well, they're all neutered mm, or they're all dogs. And then I remembered the couple that moved in earlier this year. They've got a little spaniel, and lo and behold, when I went along, knocked on the door, I was like, random question: is your dog in heat? Yes. And I was like, that'll explain everything then. Right, okay. Why is the top of this not quite big enough? Annoying. Yeah, well, you would think so. You would think so, Andrew. Second exposure. Right. Gain. It's just not. What's with all the pinging messages today? Oh, bloody hell. England won the cricket. What the? Oh, got a follower on. Oh, a raid. Thank you very much for the raid, McFoo. Over on Twitch. I've lost what the hell we're doing. Thank you for raiding. Appreciate it. And thanks for the follow. It's all too busy now. Hi, McFoo. How are you doing? Good to meet you.
Hello there.
Did that not? Why did that not shoot? Have I not configured this right? Jen's like, where's my... Hold on, Jen. Might have to add that. Browser source. I can't do it from here. Do it again. Depending on how many points you've got. Oh, excellent, McFoo. Yeah, Low-Base's community is cool. It's a fantastic resource. And like everybody's so supportive on there as well, McFoo. It's good. Have you recently joined it? Or yeah. I've added the source. Why was it not? Why didn't? No, well, it shows you how often anybody's interacted on Twitch. Well, I hope you had a good stream, McFoo. What were you streaming today? I've been there for a little. Okay. Yeah, I think it was about like Christmas time, November time when I joined. It's been good. Ooh, now hold on, this is looking better. Photo editing as well. What style of photography do you do? Subject matter and all that. I'm guessing you don't do weird shit like this. Ah, cool. All right, come on, brain. Let me just turn this upside down there from here. I bring this along. On the balance. Right. That's good. A bit of wildlife. Or kind of wildlife. It was in a park or something. Right, okay, Andy. This was initially looking reasonable, but now I think I've cocked it up. If we go for a positive lens, that might make it look better. We're going to bear the sky there. That's maybe better. The more I get rid of the foreground, you know me, I do dislike a foreground. The more I get rid of a foreground, the more I like it. Right, let's change the balance a little bit. Not something maybe like that. I don't know. Tea will be cold now. Not quite. God, we're spoiled. We've had 13 viewers on TikTok tonight. I really do wonder what the hell goes on with TikTok. Things it's got to the point where it affects it's affecting the rest. Popular. I think it's got to the point where it's like it affects the other streams because I like stream monologues and them. Did I do it the weekend? Maybe last Friday. I can't remember now. And there wasn't as many through that day either. So I don't know. Probably doesn't help that I'm not a leggy blonde or anything. That's not bad. I think that's one of the better ones I've done recently. Of this location. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so if that was before, that's now. Any other decent options that we could look at? Potentially that one. We need an extra option as always, so we can maybe mix things up. And that one's a better one. Potentially, even if it's just a mix. Really, remind us which ones they are. That one, and what was the other one? Wasn't them ones, it was that one. Okay, let's apply this, head back into Photoshop and then come back in. Try again. Back into Analog Effects Pro. Which one was it again? No, this one. Memory is terrible. Memory is very terrible. If I come down, see what options are as we move the image around. See a lot of sky there to interact with. Lobis, how are you doing? It was good to see you streaming during the day earlier. And not the notification going just as I've got into bed. Yeah. Is that the only one this week? Is it like is today like the tail end of your photo trip that you were doing? You're off tomorrow as well. Does that mean streaming tomorrow? Right, there's a bit of balance there. We can work with that. Excellent. I do like it when you stream during the day. I'm sorry, I couldn't stick around long this evening today though. That's the only thing. And if I turn that off, that's all that side. Okay. So if we bring this over, Over here, positive, give that a positive slant. Now we're starting to look like ancient Rome now. Fantastic. Yeah, let's go with that. Well, I suppose one bit of ruined sandstone is just like any other bit of ruined sandstone. Oh, the Orlando Bloom film, which I haven't seen. Oh, there. Oh, there. Halfway between. Maybe he's there. Right. Okay. Do I need to change anything? Here? No, probably not. Yeah, probably just spoil that. Let's just click apply and move on. Okay, so that was the one before, and then this was this one. Okay, right. Let's go in for a third time. I'll have to remember which preset I was going to use. So I've forgotten. It was in the R's. That's the one. This one. That's very bright. I haven't, Paul. That would involve leaving the house. And the county and the country. But I will add it to a potential list for sure. Well, it could be interesting with it. I don't know what the balance is like on this. Pretty strong one way. Yeah, I could have that there. If I turn off lens vignette, needs a little bit, doesn't it? If I make that rectangular, but I mean, the intention is still to go to Aaron with the guys in November, so I might get Mr. Atkinson to swing by that. Right, so, okay. So that way. I'm not sure which way we're going, to be honest. So maybe it's get him to do. How dark that is there. But then it affects everything else. Booger. Right, let's go with that. Then we're going to mix it with the other two to see what we get. So it might just be 3 individual ones and then I'll pick the best one. Or we combine them to make something a little bit more outlandish or something. I'm going to stick you guys into a little folder. Like so. Turn you off. Turn E3 on. And then go through the blend modes. Now there's a greeny yellow in there which is going to cause problems. I can see it. Oops. Right, if I... Yeah, it's mainly that layer, isn't it? I was going to say, could we do something with that? I wonder. What can we do with that? Curves. Drop that in. Like so. If I... No, that's the wrong one. Or if we drop the opacity of this one, what's that do? And it's both quite similar. Okay, then. It's just, I mean, for me, this looks a bit like one of them, like, really sketchy watercolor, where nobody's really got an edge to anything. So what do we need to do with that? We need, oh yeah, curves. That's what I was doing. Come on, like, Photoshop. Stop being slow. Doesn't. Yes, a lot further north than the wall. Yes. Yes, we're in the realms of the White Walkers, Paul. Well, you're where you are. That's where they originated. But yes, the Black Watch is like 40 miles south of me. Not that I know anything about Game of Thrones. Right, okay, I'm going to put a colour on there. And guess what colour we're going to put on? Maybe we need to have that is more towards the yellow side of things. Sorry, that was a big sigh. Yeah, but that was a bit more better. A bit more better. Come on, good English, Andy. There's definitely delays with this, and I'm wondering if it's to do with the layering, whether they've changed the layering. Since they've given every, when you go like this and it puts an edge around everything, like as you're hovering. I wonder if that's causing an issue that makes it slower. Because it is a definite issue that I find anyway. So I take that away from there. Just give something laid. I think maybe it's just something I maybe need to finalize in Lightroom. Or do I? No worries, Lopez. I bring that over here. Oh, maybe that over there. Turn this on. And that's not working. That kind of works. It just fills in a little bit more there. Oh, now we're talking. Drama. Which you could, to be honest. That does nearly work. Is that full strength? I put that up there. Ooh. What do we do? What do we do? There or there? Or both? This file's going to end up massive. Right, if it's there, then that could be like quite dramatic. And then if it's here, that's like some wild ass colour to deal with, play with. So we do that if we have that there. Right, let's think about it. Let's think about it. I drop the opacity a bit. What's that do? Not a lot. Is there a happy medium where this kicks in? Or is it? It's a little bit edgy, that's the only thing. I will keep a layer of each instance, by the way. We're not going to all of a sudden wreck the joint. I hope. Unless the computer falls over and we lose everything. But let's not tempt fate. Right, I'm going to knock that off and I'm going to make another new... I'm going to make a bit of a warmer... My usual warm cast. Like there. What was the strength of this? Like 84 it was. Okay. No worries, Jen. Feel free to leave at any time if you need to. Right, which one do we go with? Yellow or orange? Does the yellow have the orange have to come back a bit more? It's a bit weaker. Turn that one off though. Who knew that's the wrong? That's hue. What is that? Oh, that's because it's very weak, that's why. Okay. Ignore me. Right, okay. Right. Curves. Just as that, yeah, about there, but just before it's about to dip away. So it's quite weak. Like there. Okay, let's go with this. Oh, I thought I pressed the wrong button there. I hope these aren't going to be like too similar. Because it's so light. Oh, I'm not actually sure this is going to work. This is definitely one of these images where it's like, and keep pushing, and keep pushing, and keep pushing a bit further. And a little bit further, and a little bit further more. It's, I think it's starting. I mean, even though I cleaned it up, it's starting to get a bit blotchy and a bit messy, which is not ideal, obviously. That's as big as it'll go. Just to soften that a little bit. Just so it doesn't get too blotchy. This reminds me of the old ways of making images. Spending hours just moving stuff around. Discovering new techniques. So that blotch was a little bit bigger. I'll grab that. And you got that part there, which is not nice. I'm going to go something like that. Just a bit of a square crop. Something like that. Obviously, I've been seeing a load of stuff on the James Webb stuff saying, oh, they've picked up something and it's heading this way, and I don't know whether it's the flat earthers finding something else to think about or what. Maybe it's a bit there and then just lighten it up a little bit. like so. Welcome back, Lewis. We are still here. And Andy's still clotting around. I think I quite like that little section there. Right, let's apply that. Let's get out of here before I forget. Before I get too ingrained. Right, okay, that's that. Right, how many options did I have before? I turn that one off. That one off. Oh yeah, there was this one, didn't there? So am I happy with that one? Things if I save the whole thing, I can come back to it. That's a good thing. Right, let's go nuts. I think I might just do the saving and the cropping off stream because it might take a while. Let's do the image creation on screen though. Right, Control J to make a copy. Let's not have. No, that's what am I doing? Let's get rid of that copy. What I want to do is one of those. And then what do I want to do now? Invert it. Control I or Control I. That doesn't really invert well, does it? Okay. This is where we go red. Like so. Okay. Do I just need to turn that down a little bit? No. Let's say not. Right. Curves layer. I'm not sure if this will react very well, to be honest. With these particular adjustments. This is going to be good demonstrating for my clients tomorrow. Doing some online tuition tomorrow, and it's like, yeah, okay, let's see what we can do with yours. Look, I'm just going to spend about an hour and a half layering, inverting, layering again, playing with blend modes, more, going extreme as what you can think, and teaching them how to do it. Oh, it's a lot of fun. Right, let's go unlock Effects Pro on this one as well. Let's see how it goes. I'm not convinced this one's going to work. There's nothing. Ooh, well done, Matt. Nah. I think the colour tone's wrong. Okay, it needs that. Okay, right. Preset. By the way, everybody, if you want to play like this, I do have presets available on the website for Analog Effects Pro. I think they work on NIK. Well, like the work in Analog Effects Pro on the NIK Collection version 4, 5, 6, and 7. I work on those, and they're good starting points. Thank you, Jen. I think, to be honest, if you just type presets, it'll start a cascade of about 7 messages. Right. That's quite blurry. There was another one that was a bit like that. Where was it? You can tell I've made one like this before. Exposure balance. Yeah, it needs to be more that way. Jen, you're meant to be working anyway. That kind of adds something, just because it gives you that like dark area here above, like between this part of the ruin and this. Far round gonna come. And again, it's probably just going to be a square crop of this area. Right, let's give it a little bit of a zoom so it doesn't get too grainy. No idea, to be honest, Lewis. All I know of is tested on my system. They work on those versions. I did get some. The only thing is the installation process for getting them in has changed from when I first made the presets. Somebody emailed us like, "Don't your instructions don't quite apply anymore." I was like, "They keep on upgrading." And I would have to find the original file I uploaded to put in an extra instruction on how to do it. And that ain't happening. Right, okay, color-wise. Warm works, I think. Yeah, a bit more warmer red. Like so. Yep, apply. That looks pretty good, I think, anyway. Yeah, I think I quite like that now. I think I'll probably have to work. I think I'll work on the color in Lightroom when I go back into there. But I think we did all right tonight. Now I'll do crops and stuff like that. I'll do it off stream because it's probably going to take us half an hour to organize all the files into what the hell I need to save and what I don't need to save. So I will spare you all of that detail. But yeah, we made. Let's forget about that one. Forget about. Let's make that one normal. We certainly we did quite a lot to get to where we got to. So initially, we've done a lot of work tonight. So initially we strapped some images together to get to this one. And then we went in our Log Effects Pro and we got, what the hell is that? Divide. We don't need divide. Normal. So we got that version, and then we did it again, and we got that version. We did it again, and we got that version, and then we combined those versions, and we got, what did we get? We got that washed out version, which was using divide, which kind of got to that, which means we got to that. Came out quite nicely. Do like a bit of red now and again. And we also got that, which I quite like as well. But I'm envisaging probably square crop around about this kind of area. Or a movie crowd. Yeah, it's the insides of my head. Yeah, so I think that's been a productive... You know what? I think with me doing some editing yesterday, while I was on TikTok, has helped tonight, because for the past few weeks, I think the only editing I've really done is, because there's been so much else to do and fit in, the only editing I've done for a few weeks is only been on stream. So doing, like on the Tuesday, which is only like an hour and a half, so doing some extra editing yesterday is added a bit of practice in, a little bit of muscle memory. I think that's certainly helped today to try to get this image made. A bit of a warm-up, exactly, Jen. All the good sportsman people do it. Sportsman people. That's me trying to be non-gender. Maybe Sandra, I don't know. We shall see at the weekend. If only I could make some. If only I could take some decent images. It'd be easier. But I took these back in March, and I've been rubbish ever since. But yeah, it's been remarkably all right tonight, which is nice. I forgot I need to do that. Send that. That keeps that going. Yes. Gifting. I will do. Is that the burnt out one, Andrew? To be honest, I'll do a wobble at both of them. We'll probably spend quite a bit of time wobbling on the beach. Hoping so, anyway. Right, anyways, I've kept you long enough. Thank you so much for hanging out this evening. Much appreciated. It's been a better stream than last week. More folk through, which is always good. Appreciate that. Thank you very much to everybody on Twitch, by the way. Thank you very much, Lobis. Yes, need to sort that out. Seems we've got some viewers, which is always helpful. I will just do that now. If you're heading that way, Lobis, tell them I will be along shortly. Right, if you're on Twitch, thank you very much for hanging out. Raid has been created. Thank you very much for that. And I will see you on Twitch next week. I don't think I'll be back before then. Go hang out with Shot by Temp. I haven't met them yet, but we'll
Nice.
We'll head over and say hello shortly. So I will send Twitch on the way. Good evening, Twitch. Good night. Have a lovely one, and we'll catch you soon. Right, that's them away. YouTube, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your week and weekend. Remember, if you are... No worries at all, Peter. If you're on the Patreon, keep an eye out on your notifications on Friday. Hopefully, I might be able to do a quick live at the gallery. So that's for Patreon people. If not, it'll be some... I'll do a little video and get that out to you as soon as I can. So thank you very much. Right, TikTok, good night as well. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you very much. And we will see you... Well, TikTok, I'll probably be streaming before the end of the week. But everybody else, I will see you next week, if not before. So till then, keep it hard. See yous.